we're talking about them here is probably the most effective way to fish small streams in New Mexico and all across the country. Anytime that you're fishing less than 3 feet in depth, this is the rig that most of us start with. What we're talking about is it's a dry up here on the top. Right now we've got a big foam hopper up here, and down below we've got a beadhead Prince nymph, about 16 to 18 inches below it. This is the most critical rig in small streams. It works a lot of times. What we're using this for is as an indicator. The hopper is going to be our indicator. The line comes down. When the fish eats or anything happens below, it moves your dry fly. So it works like an indicator, or a lot of people like to refer to it as a bobber. Works fantastic. And you have to balance them. If I put a really big nymph on the bottom here, and I have a real small dry fly up here, it just gets pulled under all the time. So you have to balance your rig to how you're fishing it. If you are fishing a small dry fly like this, you can't put a large nymph underneath it. It's just going to pull it under. So typically, I will have my big dry, my small nymph, medium dry, medium nymph, or in this case, we've got our big nymph and our small dry. The dry on top works mainly as an indicator in this rig. Now, if you're trying to match hatches, like a small mayfly hatch or a caddis fly, you're going to have to, of course, go to a smaller dry up here and then put a smaller nymph underneath it. To rig this, it's very simple. We attach your fly onto the end of your leader. Then we're going to take a piece of tippet material and we're going to attach it to the hook, and we're going to drop it from 8 inches to 36 inches below, depending on the depth of water, and attach our nymph. So in rigging this, and we're going to use bright line here mainly so that you can see the knot and see how it's rigged. If this was my spool of tippet right here, I'd take it off the tippet, I hold it in my hand, I stick 2 fingers through, and I twist it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab my leader, pull it through, and then push it back through the loop. Back here, that turns it into the improved clinch knot. Then I take my dry that I already have attached to the leader, put it around the bend, cinch it right up. Now this one, I just hold the fly, twist it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go back through, wet it, and I forgot to go back through the loop here, cinch it up, come in and trim it. Now, I had already had the dry fly attached to my leader. Now I've got a dry dropper rig. Didn't take very long to tie it. You're ready to go. This will tell me fish can come up and eat the dry. Hopefully what will happen, because we all live for fish eating dry flies. But if not, we have our nymph below, and any time that a fish eats my nymph, this dry fly will tell me what's going under. And the biggest thing I can tell you in fishing this is anytime this hesitates or moves at the top, set the hook. Hook sets are free. Thank you and good luck fishing.